Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't Wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, and tonight we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for Miami, Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. And Shams, New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. We gotta get some bench shooting, though.
And winning a championship. How can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent?
We gotta get some bench. We gotta try to find some bench scoring.
That front office will really be looked at.
Eventually some bench shooting.
Pieces around this terrific young player.
Hopefully we can find something soon.
Assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction and they finally have hope.
There's some shooters. We should try 2-3, 3-2. Yeah.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Stolen by Hero.
Racism.
In transition, here comes Miami.
Nope.
In the breakaway layup.
Well, racism's crazy in Miami.
You can't let him shake free in transition.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offense.
Hey, Joe.
We'll try to
how you doing, brother?
To a passer, get the ball
wow.
out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Ooh, Brunson. Oh, that's my ball. That's my ball.
By Dan. He sees the game so well, doesn't he?
That's a 2 from Towns. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule.
Actually, a little annoyed, brother Joe.
Motivate players.
Oh wow.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play.
Save a stream to my phone so I can make a video from it.
5 games played rule. There is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said.
Oh my God.
5 on the clock.
Why is the Heat's defense this good? They're ass. There you go.
Slams it in.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of
but I keep getting a save error, and it's kind of aggravating me because, you know,
it's Miami now.
I want to make a video.
Pass to Burks, and it's Adebayo in the corner.
Hopefully, though, we can get a save soon.
That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brunson. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. Towns finds Brunson. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the two-man game. He can
Let's hit that man-to-man D again. Let's get that man-to-man D again.
Players banged up down the stretch.
Oh! Come on, Cat.
Focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility, in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some. And I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs.
Good screen, Cat. Good fucking screen, Big Bird.
And in the long haul, adding some more physicality.
Come on, Brunson.
Brunson. Detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. that should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Here's Bridges. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. And Anunoby, here we go.
Racism.
By Adebayo. Takes it inside.
Nope.
Burks can't get it to go.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Brunson against Wiggins. Back to Brunson. Over Wiggins. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Go hard, but make it
Just
like
look
sexy.
at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Hero passes to Ware.
Come on. Come on.
Pass
Come on,
to
brother.
Adebayo.
This has been a clean quarter.
Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time
Travel.
for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, what is your day? What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text. When a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team, that is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way. And
Oh, I miss Mitch.
So for me, there's not much wiggle room.
Oh, boy.
I try to make up for it later.
This bench is ugly.
NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft. Those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. Now, here's Mitchell. 11-point game, his last outing.
Come on, Precious. Come on, Precious.
Robinson for three.
No.
Good on the
No. Who the fuck
this
is this
what
guy?
Duncan Robinson does. He finds you points at the arc.
The Knicks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this.
Wow.
Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. The shot by Adebayo, no good. New York trailing. McBride passes to Winslow. Ball against Anderson. Here's Winslow. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. Achua, the pass to McBride.
Oh,
No good on the
fuck.
three.
Plank.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by New York.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And
Where's my
you
call?
see how
Oh, okay,
effective
okay. We'll
this
take it. But and
aggressive
one.
mindset
And
can
one.
be.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. All out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Achua into the
Oh
first.
my God!
Range jumper. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many
I
big
can't believe he
trades.
misses out 6 fucking weeks,
Were
bro.
there ever a few?
We really gotta work on this bench, because this bench ain't getting us nowhere. We need some shooting.
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done, but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two.
Come on,
that
you're supposed to
falls
cut to the
apart at
basket.
trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Jovic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line.
Let me.
The Heat in 5th.
Well, as a coach, it's a relief knowing free throws are almost automatic for your guys.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group in for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. OG Anunoby's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Ball.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Bridges misses.
Oh my God.
That 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nope.
Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ware's checked in, and it's Burks in for Mitchell. Here's Burks. Anunoby sends it back.
OG! OG!
Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the
Oh,
rim
gee.
with intent.
Outside Hero. Fires from deep. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the
Diversity.
Well, he
DEI
can beat you in
basket.
a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history. It's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Now, Brunson, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Robinson for
Not
three.
hitting, not hitting, not hitting. Diversity bucket.
Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to talk to his guys. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Wiggins comes in for Robinson. And then for New York, all comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Josh Hart. McBride passes the ball. Brunson against Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities I know you're looked at. But thank you for your honesty in that one. Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Hero against Brunson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
And he makes the first. And the Heat making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And then for New York, Achua, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Justice Winslow in for Lonzo Ball. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Burks the pass to Mitchell. That shot missing. Towns with the defensive effort.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Brunson against Mitchell. Back to Brunson. Brunson barreling in, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Ooh, Brunson burner, baby.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Let him shoot it. Let him fucking shoot it. Planking.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things.
Come on, Miles.
The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to.
Oh my God.
Do again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Knicks. Ball comes in for Jalen Brunson. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Detroit. Mitchell outside. Pass to Burks. There's 38 seconds left in the first half, and it goes down 2 points.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
McBride passes the ball to the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Knicks trail by 3.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Back to Ball. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by 3. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Hey, Justin, how we doing, buddy?
After halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hope all's been well, brother.
Swerving off topic for a moment,
I
need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh man, it's a hot dog. Jeez, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuff between bread?
That's not how it works. Every summer they have a hot dog eating contest, not a sandwich eating contest. They're
Oh,
different.
Jesus, that sucks, brother.
Moving right along now to the
Sorry
Miami
to hear
Heat. They
that.
find themselves in a close contest at the half.
Where'd you get that
Total
from
team
work?
effort.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Ah, nice.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart
Wow.
and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Adebayo, Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Wiggins.
Bro, they
and
be
it's
giving
Wade in at the
they be giving this cracker the craziest fucking
Well,
thing.
Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly
Nice.
it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Hero from long range. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Anunoby passes to Towns.
Bro, go fuck your fucking...
Ball against Hero. Pass
Do
to
it, bitch.
Wiggins.
Do it, bitch. Give it to Wiggins. Nope.
Bridges with the board.
Yeah, because they even the game knows that was
Hey,
bullshit.
Gregson's getting traded in 2023. Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers
Oh.
have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Knicks, Achua comes in for OG Anunoby, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Lonzo Ball.
Knicks substitution. Precious Achua. Jalen Brunson.
Here's Adebayo. Still without a basket. Here's Wiggins. Well-placed jumper from
Who
the
the
free throw line.
fucking
And
God?
the Heat lead by 4.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Come on, Brunson.
Brunson against Hero. Brunson up top. 10 points for him. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot.
Tyler Hero, you're a
with
fucking
it.
bitch.
Brunson picks him up.
I
Here's
see you
Wiggins.
won't come in, pussy.
Knicks with the rebound. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Achua. Shoots over Hero. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Oh my
fucking start to the new
God.
season. We looked at the updated power ranking. Some teams are hot and some teams aren't. You can take a look at the Bulls. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And I think for the Knicks, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Back to Hero. Drills it from outside.
There's no way they're greening
Hero's
these,
got
dude.
6 in the quarter.
Who the fuck is
His
this?
consistency in terms of shooting
It's just
has
Tyler
really
Hero, brother.
Seize control.
Brunson, it's deflected.
Okay.
That one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Shots good by
You're a
Hero.
fucking
And
cunt.
now it's a 9-point Heat lead. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization.
Dude, the Heat aren't this fucking good.
And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Knicks. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges. Hero, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Towns, the pass to Hart. Back to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
The #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Kyle Anderson is checked in for the Heat. Mitchell comes in for Hero. And a new group in for the Knicks. Achua, he's checked in for Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jalen Brunson. Burks' shot is good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Well,
How about you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, raised by his mother, and Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the strength on display there by Ball? Not the biggest guy out there, but he wills these shots in despite the physical contact.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Burks. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Bam Adebayo. McBride passes the ball. Driving in. Down low. Stolen by Mitchell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Jovic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Mitchell against Ball. Here's Jovic. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Achua.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Bridges finds Tice. Fires the three. And no good that time. And so it's Miami in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And to worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth.
Dude, Tyler Hero does not play like this.
Achua is out there with Daniel Tice. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the one spot. And it's the Knicks with the ball. After Tyler Hero hitting the three. Robinson with it. Pass to Jovic. Back to Robinson. Offline with his three. Knicks trail by 11. Tice with a screen on Anderson. Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the score by New York. There's Hero with the three. Payne grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the wing on the left. Now McBride. Bridges outside. Off target with his three. The Heat leading by 9. Mitchell passes to Jovic. It's rebounded by Tice. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's McBride. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Bridges, following the missed shot by Davion Mitchell. Bridges outside. Stolen by Hero. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Ware's checked in. Bam Adebayo comes in for Kyle Anderson. Wiggins is checked in for Duncan Robinson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Davion Mitchell. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Pass to Winslow. And here's Towns.
Dude, come the fuck on!
Here's Hero.
You have a clear fucking passing lane. Just get the ball through it, you trash-ass bitch.
Hero is so confident. When he's looking to
I will
score inside,
I will fly you to China myself.
And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Good on the second free throw. And Miami has possession. Now, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Works with it. Adebayo with a screen on Anunoby. Lock at 6. Offensive rebound.
Trash.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Brunson kicks to Winslow. Back to Brunson. Hart with the screen for Brunson.
Dude, come the fuck on, game. Like, what? That does not happen for the Heat. Let me hit that fucking ball. Okay. The Heat aren't good.
Knocked loose.
There you go.
Runs in the pass to Town.
Dude, come on.
Here we go. Burks got it. Fast break chance. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Suck my fucking fat cock.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Different look for New York. Daniel Tice is checked in for Winslow. And it's Lonzo Ball in for OG Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you've got to stay with the ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Well, Heat leading by 10. Outside, Hero. Charity stripe shot, and he drops that one in. Hero's got 15 points here in the second half. We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Here's Ball. The Heat getting the bucket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Well, when you're a scorer like
my God,
Tom,
this game is
you're
so
gonna have
fucking
defenders
stupid.
all over you. That's why you have to make your trips to the line count. Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Heat.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyler Hero.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ball kicks to Brunson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Brunson's got it back down to single digits for New York. Ball against Burks. And so it's the Heat winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, man. Congrats on the win. This arena was rocking tonight. What difference does it make when they're loud like this?
Man, this place get the rocking, man. I love it playing in front of the Miami Heat fans, man. That's so wonderful, bro. And they stay behind us 20.
All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Hey. Hamada Diallo. Oh. Oh, let's see a little. Out of order. You know what? Roster. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep him. And that, fuck, we gotta find a roster. Mid-range 3, you know, Shake isn't bad, and alright, roster trades. Alright, player pick. Get rid of Shamit. It's just like, no, we don't. Give me 1 second. We'll take a gander, brother. I'm trying to really work on my bench here. My bench just needs some good 3-point shooting. But it's like, damn, do I really trade for 30? Oh, okay. Hey, look it. All right. Maybe we flip this guy for another guard. Trade. Proposed trade. Here. Tremendous upside. Because I'll have what? OG one's a little hard to, yeah, like, I feel like would be just like a good stealthy. Like, it don't even have to be someone like write home about, really. Because what? It's just like maybe I need a spark off the bench. We bring him in. Oh, that hurts my heart so much. I do like Jose Alvarado. Scottie Pippen Jr. Huh. Huh. Benjamin would be nice. Ty Jerome. Brogdon would be nice, but that's probably paying way too much. Honestly, you know, you were a free agent anyway, so you better not even be asking for much minutes. So, let me see. Free agents. And then, like, you know, you know what? We're doing it. We're bringing him back from we're bringing him back from Tel Aviv. We're bringing the boy back. All right, and then coaching, coach game plan. Brunson, Bridges, OG, Hart, Lonzo, McBride, Chua. We might just get rid of. See, and that's the problem. We need. I think we just get rid of Justice Winslow. Trade him if he does. Alright. We'll let it rock.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. At power forward, Josh Hart. At shooting guard, Mikal Bridges. At the other forward position, OG Anunoby. At center, Karl Anthony Towns. At the other guard position, James Bronson. The head coach of the visiting team, Tom Thibodeau. Let's bring out the squad for your Detroit Pistons. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 12, Tobias Harris. At shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 23, Jaden Ivey. At the other forward position, at 6'6" number 9, Oscar Thompson. Start at center. 6 feet.
Oh shit, let's stand next to my guy, Joe. I'm so sorry.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie
We're
LaForce.
2-2, brother.
And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And it feels really early to be already missing players from the lineup. How these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Now, New York starting 5. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for Detroit, Cunningham and Ivey work together as the backcourt. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. Here's Ivey. After the basket by New York on the other end. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight. And you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
And it's good for 2.
Use the pick and roll, and then Brunson's court sense allows him to make that play.
And here's Detroit. Cunningham with the ball, and it's Brunson picking him up. Harris passes to Duren. And And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Brunson finds Towns. Yep, that one goes.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Harris outside. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Cunningham looking it over. Thompson, a screen on Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. Cunningham passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Hasar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Brett, he might be a year or two away, but it's all starting to come together for Cade Cunningham.
Well, B.A., the playmaking is certainly there. His vision on the floor, knowing where his teammates are. He's picking and choosing his spots a little bit better offensively to try to dominate 6 or 8 minute sections of the game. So Cade Cunningham is continuing to grow.
Hart can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
They now take the lead.
And Cade, at his size, when he's going in there and willing to get dirty, it's a great way to pick up extra points.
Oh, got a piece of it.
Oh my God.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Over Brunson. And that one's good. Cunningham's got his second basket on the night.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Brunson against Cunningham. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Harris. Duren in the post. And the dunk by Duren.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
It's the dance band. Get ready. You want to see yourself on the screen and show your best. Ready, let's go!
Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Ball, he's checked in for New York. And looking at second chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Second, the Knicks.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Knicks trail by 6. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Cunningham against Brunson. Beasley with a screen on Brunson. Shot clock at 5. And it's Cunningham missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
The shot won't fall.
No, I didn't want to even take that with him, dude.
The Pistons lead by 4. A minute 53 left in the first quarter here. Shoots. Nice shot from the wing.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley, with the feet set, knocks it in.
Out to Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. And he can't connect.
Yep.
He's 1 for 3 in this game. The Pistons have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a...
I'm taking a restart. Fuck this.
At point, at 6'6" number 2, Cade
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Now here is Harris. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Cunningham's shot is off. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Now here's Brunson following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Brunson the pass to Hart over Harris. Hart, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Ivy dishes to Cunningham. Knicks with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the
Dude
down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Thompson the layup for 2.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. We have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. To the middle, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Here comes the T-shirts, everybody, who wants one?
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Last year, getting it done. Last season put up about 19 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Cunningham against Anunoby. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Towns, wide open. It's hauled in by Harris.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Hart. And it's off from three-point range. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Great 14 wins last season. A franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner. in the Motor City.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
In the corner, it's Harris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Brunson with it. Duran picks him up. Here's Towns. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And that one is good. Towns has got 7 points. Here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 28-point game against Philadelphia. Harris outside. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Brunson. Solid shot.
That makes sense.
Of about 14 feet. 5 points in the game.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Brunson finds Towns. Duran pulls it in.
Where's the fucking call?
A lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Thompson. For 3, Harris. It's good from long
Yeah.
range.
They're just sucking the Pistons fucking dick right now. Oh my god.
Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us the move. Let's see what you got. Oh, somebody ain't got no rhythm.
So for the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Tobias Harris. Malik Beasley comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Cunningham. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Achua, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Bogdanovich comes in for OG Anunoby. Miles McBride's checked in for Bridges. And Ball subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duran, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on. Understanding the league better, how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the basket by Detroit. Spins. Here's Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Stewart. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Stewart.
What do you want?
Once more, give these teams credit.
What?
They are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither
Yeah,
able
bitch,
to
follow
seize
me.
the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns, his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hollins checked in.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Now, here's Stewart. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Heads-up play by Beasley. We all know this guy has an instinct to score it, but right there, moving the ball, such a pretty pass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Right wing. Ball gets to Bogdanovich. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Holland. Hardaway is out there with Beasley. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now, here's Ball. 9 points last game. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Lonzo.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Fast break Detroit. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
McBride with the ball. Covered by Beasley. Tice. Thompson with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Hardaway. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
I'm sorry. Friendo, I know you.
Boy,
how you doing, brother?
Just finds ways to score. Tim Hardaway Jr. able to finish with contact.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Marcus checked in for Detroit. The Knicks also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Daniel Tice. Mikal Bridges comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Seth Curry in for Miles McBride. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovich all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Here's Ball. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Towns sets the pick for Ball.
I'll tell you what, Ball has some nifty dunks up his sleeve, effortlessly getting off the ground to bash that one in.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Sasser with it. He's covered by Ball. Yep, it counts.
It's the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Poke loose. Beasley with the steal. And here's the fast break.
Get that gambling addict out of here. Degenerate bitch.
The teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Second, the Knicks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star, Jalen Brunson. So
I don't have any football games installed, brother. Hate to break it to you. Deleted them for some storage.
And there's the try. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
Sorry to disappoint. We'll probably get Madden and stuff eventually. I think they come out soon. I just have zero desire to play them right now.
Bridges. Here's Cunningham. No good off the back of the rim. Knicks trail by 4. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Ball against Hardaway. Got a piece of it and stolen.
Bro, I hate
Harris.
the Pistons right now.
Now Detroit moving it up. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Ivy subbed in for Beasley. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. OG Anunoby comes in.
Yeah,
for
they
Curry,
get that rebound. That's
Brunson
insane.
in for Lonzo Ball. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the 3 ball is good. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons. Brunson
that worked.
Against Cunningham. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. To the paint. Here's Hart. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Harris. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. As always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Runs in the pass to Towns. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
He gets it in there.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Pistons. And
Dude!
And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. And stolen by Anunoby. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Towns in the corner. Out to Bridges. Back to Towns. And it's denied. Thompson surveying the floor. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Oh my fucking God.
Not very careful there.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the New York Knicks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And we should also check in on the injury situation. Who's out of the... And that's a halftime wrap.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5. Home in the paint. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Those three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 9. Bridges, right side. Brunson against Cunningham. Towns, a screen on Harris. Stolen by Thompson.
Dude, no. Okay.
Harris inside. Brunson covering. Here's Cunningham. Uses the
That gets the fucking craziest fucking steals.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Brunson finds Bridges. Over Ivy. The kick out to Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham against Brunson. Knocked away.
Can one of you trash-ass fucking bums get some separation, please?
No question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Back to Hart. Brunson against Cunningham. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in the crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Here's Harris. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And that mid...
Send me that one. Don't give a single fuck.
The Rockets on their way to the locker room, looking to deliver a big win for the home crowd tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Houston Rockets here at Toyota Center. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's what the... Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Now, New York starting fives. Josh
Jesus
Hart is out there with
fucking
Karl Anthony
Christ,
Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And how about the Fred VanVleet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars.
Fucking Fred gets fouled though, miraculously, and yeah, okay, dude. Okay, so fucking stupid.
And then the willingness to put in the work and not be
Yeah, not doing this anymore. We're playing Fortnite or something. Fuck 2K.